It's been 4 months, hasn't it? Well, since then I grew this beard and my wife, we got a divorce, shit like that. I learned a couple of new powers. I learned how to travel back in time without machines. I learned how to travel to other dimensions. I learned to do many shit since we last met. Right now, we're in the Zerg City in dimensional space and time. Let me show you around my place, yo. Kitchen, den table, my room. No, this is my room, yo. My room here. Spare bedroom, yo. Lounge room over here. Den table. Then the fucking bathroom, yo. Not much. Like a normal apartment would have in a normal city. Back in Earth. So, yeah, basically, you know. Press play.
To try and find the man. It didn't make any sense to me how this guy could know which car was mine.
Yeah, but
I looked up and joined May in looking around the parking lot. Then I noticed that same man standing under one of the street lamps in front of me. It was like something out of a movie. Because once he saw me, he began to walk towards us. I told May to get into the car and she didn't object. We got into the car and I left the parking lot as fast as my car could go. We were both freaked out and were trying to figure out what just happened to drive to her house. Over the next few weeks or so, we talked about it at school, at work, and to each other. We never told anyone else because they probably wouldn't have believed us. This happened on the first time I went to Disneyland for 4 days with friends on a performing arts trip. It was day 2. We were in our rooms without any adults. So there are 3 11-year-old girls alone in a sketchy motel. What could possibly go wrong? We were having a good time being loud as stupid kids usually do, playing truth or dare, and I vividly remember one of the dares was to post an embarrassing picture on Wishbone, and I did so, and we were laughing like a bunch of hyenas. 11 p.m. rolls around and we hear knocks on the door and immediately get worried since it was lights out at 10. Whoever was there tugged on the door, but earlier that day, I argued with my friends to make sure the door was locked. Being the balls of bravery, I take the initiative and go to the door, dragging a chair along behind me. I step onto the creaky chair, and through the peephole I see some guy with a stained black hoodie and no pants nor shoes. I turned to my friend and said, "There's some guy at the door in just a hoodie." My friends were terrified, while I was just kind of fed up with this. I thought about yelling, "Get lost," but my buddy decided against it, since he would realize that we were in the room. Not to mention I have a high-pitched voice that makes me sound like a 5-year-old, so he would know I was young. We were all pretty scared, and having previously been warned by our friends in other rooms to watch out for them.
Push it. Let's go out. Front door, yo. Close it. Took an outcut for a second. Look here. See, there is nothing under here. To show you guys now, there is nothing under here whatsoever, dude. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and action. Here we go. Let's go somewhere I can. Let's go chill somewhere for a day, yo. chill somewhere for the day, Let's go chill down here. Gang gang. Let's go chill near the void. Why not? Look at this bitch. Nothing. Just nothing down there. Just pretty much fucking nothing down there. Press
He
play.
stayed quiet.
Well,
5
go
minutes
on.
later, though, the man screams and runs off. My friends and I were horrified, as were I, but relieved. When the man turned to leave, I saw something in his hand. I could only see that it was shiny, long, and probably sharp. I decided to not mention this to my friends, to not scare them more. But what definitely creeped me out especially was that I don't know what would have happened if I didn't push my friends to check to see if the door was locked. Thankfully, we were safe that time, behind the thinly veiled portal of a wooden door. When I was young, my dad purchased some land on the side of a small mountain in eastern Washington near the Canadian border. He had this land for years, and during this time, he would use shipping containers as an underground home. Before he had a mostly livable setting for this underground home, I had a dream that has shaken me to this day. In my dream, I was in my bunk in the container. We had a cloth to separate the area for the door and the bunks. I stood up and noticed the light was on. I moved the clothes to the side and saw a man that had old. He reminded me of Danny DeVito in his younger years, but as a farmer. But there was something very noticeably different about him. His skin was inky black, with occasional grey blotches appearing and fading out in random places. He had no eyes or even a face, but the weird part was that I wasn't scared. He spoke something in an odd language, and then the door to the container opened in an inky black abyss that undulated like the farmer man. I had a feeling that a choice had to be made, go through the door or go back to sleep. I began walking through the door, but stopped with my foot on the edge of the threshold and started turning. Then before I fell, I woke. I was relieved it was a dream. Not long after, my dad went to the truck and noticed the clock was on the correct time. But all the clocks in the container, including one that was supposed to be correct due to following the planet's magnetic field, was 2 hours behind. They all were. I was 14 when this happened, and 31 now and remember it like it was yesterday. What the hell happened that day? I may never know. "5 years ago, I was a dealer. Nothing big. I sold about 3K of the green stuff. Normally, my dealer would come to my apartment and give me 100 kilos, but he didn't have that much, so I had to drive to the next big city to get more. So me and 2 friends went to Stuttgart to meet a friend of mine. He lived in a social apartment which was paid from our country. It was a big house with at least 50 little apartments. It was like a guest toilet. There was a big bed and a TV right in front of it, nothing more. It was the smallest room to live in I'd ever seen in my life. On the bed, there's a topless guy, pierced and skinny as hell.
2, 1, action.
Trance. The room was a complete mess, medication and cigarettes everywhere. I was scared to sit on the bed and didn't want to sit on a needle or anything, but I did it anyway. We spoke a bit about how it's going and stuff, and he told us that he was robbed 2 days ago and showed us the weed and mollies. Weed was in a tobacco box on the floor and the molly on top of it. 2 minutes later there was a knock on the door when a little 16-year-old kid appeared and then vanished. All of a sudden the door rips open and then 2 of the biggest guys I've ever seen came in, screaming at us and telling us to get on the floor. I wasn't sure what was happening. They were wearing weird combat clothes as well as having weapons under their belts. "Why are you dealing on our boss's territory?" they said. Me and my friend sitting next to each other looked on the floor completely dazed and froze. They searched the room for everything and took it all from him, slapped him in the face and screamed at him. At the same time, in my hands and in my jacket, I had 2,000 euros, hoping they wouldn't find it. Suddenly, one of them grabbed a Coca-Cola bottle and told them to turn around, but the other said they had no time and they left. Scared as hell, we looked at each other completely out of our minds and said nothing. They must have been high as well. Unfortunately for them, they didn't see what was actually in the middle of the room in the boxes, so our deal was good to go anyway. The only thing I was worried about were the 2 Goliaths waiting for us to come out. So the dealer guy called a friend who was living in the same house to protect us while we left, but nobody was out there when we drove home safely. My other friend waited outside and screamed at us for waiting that long. I almost hit him in the face when I told him the story, which he didn't believe at first, but we insisted it was true. I hope to never see those guys again, and I stopped doing this after that. It's so scary. In late 2006, 2 strange events occurred on my first deployment to Iraq. A little background. The base we were on was near Iskandaraya. It was a bag covering the downstairs door window 99% of the time. This all started at the beginning of the month, as far as I know, when I noticed he left his downstairs light on, and there was a sign that said, "Can I see you?" with a big smiley face. I thought it was kind of weird and laughed it off. Then last night at 4 a.m, I woke up and opened my window to get some air, and I saw him downstairs with the light on again, and a sign that said, "Let me have you." Now this really freaked me out, because I'll be 18 in 4 months and I'm still a minor, whereas this guy's in his 50s or something. I took a picture and I showed my mum, who thought it was disgusting and creepy, and I just thought that was that. Now tonight, once again, I opened my window because my room is small, so it gets really hot, and he once again swapped the sign to say, "I'll be good," and I checked through all the other windows that we can see his house in, and he has it so that only I can see it from my room. To say the least, I had a full-on anxiety attack and got my mum. She doesn't know what to do since he's a dealer, and he obviously knows people that could make our lives hell if we called the cops. I'm really stuck in a weird place right now, and I don't know what to do. This happened last year at the university I currently attend. I met 3 friends, Sarah, Jill and Mike. Sarah and I met back in high school, who I ran into at college. We ended up rekindling
I was in my friend for a while.
She told me a secret that she kept in high school, that she was a lesbian and was out, and introduced me to her girlfriend Jill and their friend Mike.
So I haven't seen him for a while,
The 4 of us
I'm
kind of became pretty
hoping
close,
he's
and ended up
okay.
meeting and hanging out as a group frequently. Even though there was a little drama between Mike and Sarah, because both have a thing for Jill and would occasionally get jealous or try to impress her. Mike brought up to me that him and Jill actually had a cuddle session in her dorm room, which Sarah didn't know about at the time. I have to admit, I also had a thing for Jill. She had a nice smile, pink hair, and a sweet, positive, jolly personality that attracted a lot of people. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, Myself, Mike, Sarah, and Jill made it a habit to have a weekly hangout late at night. I was the only one with a vehicle, so we would go riding around in my truck. We'd leave around 8 p.m. and would not be back until 3 a.m. We'd drive around town, just riding or walking to the downtown area and occasionally to stop and grab snacks, or at a local store that was open, or even at a friend's house where Sarah and Jill could get high for the night. One night around 2 a.m. we passed a local park that's pretty popular, and Jill playfully yelled for us to go to the park. I was a little skeptical about the idea at first, but the majority overruled as everyone seemed excited about the idea. When we pulled up at the park, it was pretty spooky. It was dark and didn't seem like the great place to be at this time of night. Jill was the first person to jump out of the truck along with Sarah and me. Mike was not far behind. Me and Sarah headed over to the swings while Mike and Jill went around and played on the playground equipment like 5-year-old kids. Near the park was a large sitting area, and in the distance I could see 2 dark figures, and I pointed them out to Sarah. We assumed they were homeless people because the park is normally infested with them. They kept watching us over the fence behind the woods, and I could hear someone walking through. This was getting creepy, and Sarah also felt the same way, and we yelled at Jill and Mike, who were having a great time on the slide, that we were leaving. We left, and apparently those 10 minutes were so good that the majority insisted we come back the next day. The next night comes around, and we do our usual routine. It's 2:30 a.m. and we're at the park again. This time, there are more homeless people coming out of the woods who look pretty creepy. Jill again was the first to jump out of the truck and say, "Are you coming, kids? We're going to have a fun day again," in her excited voice. So we go to the play area, and apparently what we didn't notice is that we were trespassing as the park opening hours were over. But the gate was still open, so we proceeded anyway. Me and Sarah were again on the swings watching our backs and looking for any suspicious activity, while Mike and Jill were playing on the monkey bars. 10 minutes later, a grey car pulls up at the end of the fence and just sat there. Me and Sarah looked at each other, and we watched it for about half a minute. The lights in the car came on for a quick second, and we could see there were 3 men in there, but we couldn't get a good look. They sat there, then slowly drove around to the entrance of the gate. Jill and Mike both looked at me, and Sarah was worried. This seemed highly suspicious, because no one would be at this park at this time of night, unless they were homeless and looking for a place to sleep,
0.
or do something else. As the car got closer, I demanded everyone to enter the truck. The 4 of us all ran, and the faster we ran, the faster the car drove to the entrance of the gate. We jumped into my truck and drove away, and we could see the car following us for a certain distance, and then we lost it. We were all pretty creeped out and shaken up, and we still avoid that park to this day, remember most clearly about it. That, and my room was always cold, no matter how warm it was in the rest of the house. For a while, nothing seemed off, other than that. I do remember our dog, Shadow, a rescue mutt who looked like a black wolf dog, would always sleep in my room then. That was a bit out of the ordinary.
Let's pause it. Let's go back to my place. My, apartment, Gang gang. I'll see you when I'm there, I guess. Well, here at the place. Let's go in, connect the music, listen to some tunes. I'll see you guys, I'm up there. Unlock it. Walk it back up. Let's connect the bits. Order me some Domino's from Uber Eats. There we are. Gang gang. Cheese pizza will do. Just cheese pizza will do. There we are. Okay. Press play. Yeah, brother. I checked the Tesla on con. Her blonde. man's eye, big man's eye.
Straight to the booth. She said, "One fuck, bitch, I do."
Love man.
I put a hole in your parents. I got lean on my zoomies. I got a Uzi on Uzi. Fuck me, look at me.
Yeah, fuck me, yeah.
Look at me.
Fuck me, look at me.
Fuck on me.
Yeah.
Look at me. Fuck on me. Look at me. Fuck on me. Look at me.
Fuck me, yeah, but.
Tell you fuck nigga, vote me up, pipe up.
You better pop on.
Hey, shouts out Benz and
You better.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Nah, fuck a man. Fuck a man. Fuck a man. Yeah. He goes, so here's a bug, here's a pizza. Thanks. You're welcome. See ya. See ya. Rock it back up. Let's sit down and eat the bits of gas. Next. 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 Yeah, buddy. Productions. One who made us. We the one who saved us. Welcome to the future. Power down. Are you feeling nervous? Voice needs to deceive you. Voice just wants to leave. Shit. Find you. Find you. Next. 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 Yeah, buddy.
Please listen carefully.
Sharon Head.
Is inbound.
Inbound.
Seek immediate
With
help.
Salter.
This is not
Not
a
a
drill.
drill. Yeah, buddy. no bond. Tell me how to go out with yourself at night. Take my wife.
I think I'm hearing voices. Is it all in my head? Saying come into the forest.
Better when you're dead.
Got this eerie feeling something's underneath my bed. When I turn on all the lights, all the walls were painted red. 40 feet tall, but he still stay out of sight. Say his name 4 times. He
Time
might
for
cover
for
you
the
tonight.
night. Head, siren head, siren head. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I just wanna live. I don't wanna die. Find my body in the forest and my mama
I can cry.
to shed a tear. Hell burns like Everclear. It don't matter where you go.
Siren heads everywhere.
People keep saying they see something in the fog. Drag you through the
Boy,
woods.
it's a bug.
You can run and hide, but he's always gonna find you. Now it's too late, 'cause he's standing right behind
Behind you, siren head, siren head, siren head, siren head. Whispering fucking dead. Yeah, buddy. Skipping on ya. On ya. Next. Yep. No. Fuck Billie Eilish. She ain't shit, dude. Fuck Cardi B too. Next. Yeah, buddy, next. This one. Yeah, buddy. Number one. I can wait to this song.
I'm caught up in your expectations.
Expectations
You try to make me
with
live
your
your
dream.
dream, but I'm causing you so much frustration, and you only want the
Best
best
for
from
me.
You wanted me to show me
For
the
interest.
So always keep a big
Bright
bright smile.
smile.
Be that pinky little
Perfect.
perfect princess, but I'm
Not
not
the
that
tough
type of
child.
inside of
Me.
Don't you see that our worlds collide? It's getting harder to breathe.
We should be beside.
Just let me be who I am. It's what you really need to understand.
Fuck. Oh, okay. If it stops one more time, then we'll skip it. Skip another song to another song. Fuck to another song, cunt. Not song, song. Oh, a male version. Yeah, buddy, I can definitely wait to this song now. That's for me. More interest. Perfect black smile. Impressed. Impressed wild. Inside of me. Cry. And harder to breathe. Side. Be who I am. Understand. But places go away. Me. Put pressure on me. With me home. The warm way. With my arms. But so glitter. Put that out. So bitter. Let you down. Was quiet. I didn't believe. I'm not born. Just go away. Catch her with me. And break free. Stay on screens. Next. 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 3, 2, 1, 0. Next. 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 Oh shit, man.
Yar! Man, I got a story to tell. This is a good one. I was just minding my business, jellyfishing.
A
There was
blonde.
this bully, right? Didn't even seem like a bully type. Walked right up to me and told me, "You look like a cookie bite." I said you could be right, but me, I'm not the lucky type. So I walked away and then he hit me with a cooking knife. He said, "Did I tell you you could walk away, Sponge?" I responded, "No," and then he hit me with an 8-punch all up in my face. And then I lost my patience. So I spun around and whipped out 2 of my ray guns. He said, "Oh no," and then he tried to run away. But I said, "Oh no, no, little homie, you messed up my day." So I got up to him and I punched him in the face. He said, "Oh, oh, oh," and he hit me with some mace. It left a taste, but I absorbed it without a trace. Then I looked at him and said, "I'm about to put you in your place. So you better say your grace." Then I chopped him in the waist. These arms may be weak, but they gon' leave you in a brace. Don't mess with me while I'm jellyfishing. While I'm jellyfishing. While I'm jellyfishing. Mess around and catch a sting. While I'm jellyfishing. While I'm jellyfishing. While I'm jellyfishing. Next day, got my net, got my jams, got my basket. Jellyfishing on them with my best friend Patrick. Khakis on my fabric, I make them disappear, but this is not a hat trick. This is not magic. This is psychiatric. Move so elastic, fantastic, gymnastic. Cleaning out plastic. The way I switched this net, man, I almost got drafted. I am in my zone, and this zone has been crafted. Don't mess with me. And catch a sting.
I'm not blonde.
While I'm jellyfishing.
Yeah,
While
but
I'm jellyfishing. Don't mess with me.
the buffer die.
While I'm jellyfishing. Mess around and catch a sting. While I'm
Yeah, but fishing. Fishing.
It's over with. I tried to tell people that jellyfish.
Next. 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 Yeah, but her blonde.
jackpot come quick. I'm about to hit that, break that bitch back, call it like a snack. Motherfucker in that
You
pack.
better
I'm about to tap that all like no cap.
disconnect. I want to go to... What year should I go to? I want to fucking go to the 1962. Well, here we are. Cool. 1962. Let's go to somewhere. What's YouTube, yo? Gang gang, you heard. 1962, yo. Go to over here. Shit. Get up. Teleport. Not that. What about this? Oh, I just have to walk up normally. Oh, good. Don't mind me, play a push. Another foot. Three, two, one. And action. Let's go to here we do. Press play.
English speaking
Her
country,
blunt.
and the conversation had been in Danish the whole time, up until what I did next. I decided I'd pretend to be someone just in case he was some weird creep, because I was honestly getting freaked out. I then began speaking to him in English, like I was not from here. Yes, I'm from California visiting a friend. Oh, I see, he replied, still smiling. I am not good at English. I hope understand you. I got relieved, as I realized he wasn't good at English, and I hoped he would stop and leave the conversation at that. I turned around again, and there were still at least 5 to 6 groups in front of me who had to order. So there was still a lot of time between my time to order and now.
Oh shit.
Then I felt someone tap on my shoulder again. I turned around to look at him, and I gave him the look that said, "Please leave me alone, you creep." And he finally seemed to get it, because his wide, creepy smile began fading away. His eyes looked wild, but he still looked calm. It was a look that's hard to describe. "How old are you?" he asked. I now said something stupid that I regret saying. I should have told him I was only 14 at the time, but then he probably wouldn't have bought my story that I was in Denmark all alone. "I'm 17, I said. "Old enough to travel by yourself, but still not legal." When a creepy smile began to appear on his face, that's when I knew I'd messed up. "That's nice. And where is your friend? Where does she live? How old is she? Is she as pretty as you?" He said it and walked up to my side instead of standing behind me. He was way too close. There probably wasn't even 50 centimeters between us. I was completely speechless, because I'd never experienced something like this. This might not sound that crazy, but as a 14-year-old I was freaking out. I'm 26 myself, but that isn't a problem, is it? I just looked straight ahead, trying not to make eye contact. "Look at me when I'm talking to you," he said in a cold tone. I looked at him with my emo bangs covering my face. He then began to touch my face and hair with his filthy hands. "Get that hair away from your face and look at me, baby." I looked at him and he smiled again. That smile was making me absolutely sick, and I wanted to puke everywhere. There we go. You know I really love emo chicks.